Alright, today I'll be explaining about how to decide on colors, picking colors, especially for your character designs. First of all, you can start with this one rule, that is to use black plus white plus one main color. So how this goes is, this is because usually black and white go with each other, plus black and white goes with any other color. For example, black plus white plus, let's say, red. So these three colors would go well together. Disregarding the black and white colors, yeah, the first rule would be using only one main color. So by using one main color, it'll be a lot easier to pick colors. You have to make sure the ratio of the main color is more than black and white. For example, let's say in this color palette, red has the most ratio, black would be the next, and the least would be white. This would be a nice color palette. And another example, black, white, you can go for cyan. Same thing, main color, secondary color, I would choose white, and the least ratio would be black. Putting it into character, let's say I'm doing this character, this looks horrible, I'm sorry. Forget about the skin color, let's go for the main color of this cyan, green. Main color, the main color will have the most ratio used in this character design. So second one would be white, maybe I give her green shoes, and black would be the least amount of ratio. Probably I can give her a belt, or maybe some more belts, maybe some designs. So this is how you can get a color palette going easily, basic color palette. And on the other hand, if you're going for a black and white color scheme, same ratio, this would be, let's say I want a black color scheme character, so black would be a biggest ratio, secondary would probably be white, since black and white character, and smallest ratio would be the other color. So same theory, you just need to adjust the ratio of the colors so the black and white are more, while the one color is the least. Here, this is called the accent color. A very good example would be man in suit. These examples are very bad. This is not how I draw usually. Black has the most ratio, right? Secondary would be white. Maybe give him white gloves. And the accent color, let's probably give him a tie. So yeah, this is how you design colors using the first rule, black and white plus one main color. And expanding from this rule, if you want to use more colors in your design, so you have the basic colors already, the main color red and black and white as the secondary colors. You want to add more colors into your design, you can add the accent color. So the accent color is usually the color opposite of the main color with way less ratio, even lesser compared to black and white. Examples of opposite colors. For red, the opposite color would be green. Blue, opposite color would be orange, and so on. How do you know what colors are opposite each other? You can look at the color wheel or the color picker for reference. If you study color theory before, like the primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, I guess you'd have an idea. But if you don't, you can always refer to this color wheel. For example, red. Right across red would be somewhere around here. Yeah, this red. This would be the opposite colors. So blue, the opposite color would be orange. Yellow, the opposite color of yellow is purple. So this is how you get opposite colors. For example, main color, let's give him red trench coat. Red hair. And we want to break up the red a bit by adding like black, maybe in the inner shirt, boots. I'm just doing very quickly without thinking too much. Of course you can do a lot better than this. So green. Maybe you can wear a green earring. I think green here. Just very minor items that make him shine. I know right now it does look very tacky, the colors, because we are only using very basic colors right now. But yeah, this is how you can come up with color combinations. So maybe this green is a bit too tacky, so you can always shift around the colors a bit so it's slightly off the opposite color. Then it might come off more subtle. And finally, for something more advanced and more colors. To add more colors, you just need to keep in mind the ratio of colors. All these that I mentioned, keep in mind, just make sure the main color has most ratio. Let's use red again. Say my main color is red. So you want to add more colors. Just choose something closer to the red. Maybe I'll go something like an orange, less saturated orange. Still within this ratio. And maybe I want to add one more color, sort of yellow. So this would be counted as the main color, warm reddish color palette, the main color. So you just need to make sure all the secondary colors have less value and less saturation so they don't stand out as much as the main color. The black and white. So for black and white, you don't have to use pure black and pure white. You can always go towards gray, slightly gray. White maybe slightly pull up just a little bit. Maybe you can even go slightly warm gray, so the whole palette is more coherent. Plus, the last one would be an accent color. Opposite color of red is green. So instead of pure green, maybe I'll shift it to a cooler color, because the whole palette is warm. So maybe I'll shift it to slightly cooler blue. Alright, this would be my accent color. With this theory in mind, your colors will not be all over the place. Let's give her red skirt. Red will have the most ratio in this design. Maybe a big ribbon, red shoes. Let's go for the colors close to red, yellowish color. Let's give her yellowish hair. For a ponytail, and maybe some orange in, say, in the skirt. Maybe I can use the yellow as well. And black and white. Maybe she can have a white shirt. Black here. Black and white would have less ratio, remember? Maybe her back is slightly blackish, or you can still move the color to slightly browner. Then accent color. Maybe her eyes can be the accent. And that's it. So this is how you can use the basic theory of black and white plus one main color to decide on colors for your character designs. Hope it helps. Alright, the main color is white. These are the blacks. White, black. Accent color would be my main color. In this case, white is more. Turquoise is sort of secondary. And the least amount of ratio would be the black. In this case, it's a bluish gray. Yeah, same theory. And of course, in the within the green, I also have some yellow. Yeah, you just need to keep in mind this theory, the ratio. So this color palette would be mostly black, mostly secondary will be white, and the accent color is red. This is the color palette, and of course within the red there are like darker red, lighter red, which is pink. And then just nice, her hair is also an opposite color of the red, so it's like sort of like an accent. So because of the accent, the focus is more on her face. And here are the other examples. This is main white, secondary slightly reddish, and black would be one of the least, plus her hair as accent. There's a small yellow accent here, so yeah, something like that.